Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Karen Cole from Legal Minded Friends, and today we're going to talk about why we stand for the judge when they walk into the courtroom in the UK. So many years ago, when I was at university taking a course on the philosophy of law, the professor walked in and the first thing he said was, "There are no dumb questions." And that has stuck with me for many, many years. So I also believe there are no dumb questions, but have you ever had that feeling where you're thinking of, what does this mean? And you're thinking, I should know this. So the other day I was watching this trial in America, and the judge was standing for the jury that was walking in. And I thought to myself, why is the judge standing for the jury? Surely everybody should be standing for the judge. And I kept thinking I should know this. So then a few minutes later, the person that was commenting on the trial, the solicitor said, "Oh, we're getting a lot of comments in the chats. People want to know why the judge is standing for the jury." So I thought to myself, I guess my question isn't so dumb after all. And as it turns out, in America, they stand for the judge because the judge is the fact finder and is the decision maker. So out of respect for all that power that they have to decide whether a person is guilty or not guilty, that's why you stand for the judge in America. And when you're being tried by a jury, and I'm sure you've heard of this phrase, to be tried by a jury of your peers. So what happens with a jury is they become the fact finders in a jury trial. So they basically have all the powers to make the decision if a person is guilty or not guilty. So that's why the judge is standing with the jury when the jury comes in. So I thought to myself, why do we stand in the UK courts? So I remembered when I first became an officer of the court, when I worked for the government, my boss, the assistant county solicitor, would come with me for the first few hearings that I had to work on. He said to me, "Don't forget, when we walk into the courtroom, we bow our head. And when we leave the courtroom, we turn and bow our head again. And when the judge comes in, we stand," which I obviously knew that. So that prompted me to look into, why do we actually do that? So in the next part of the video, I'm going to discuss that. So it's very interesting and very different to the United States.
So let's get into it. Why do we stand when the judge enters and leaves the courtroom? And why do we bow when we enter and leave the courtroom? According to the judiciary, the Royal Coat of Arms came into being in 1399 under King Henry IV. It is used by the reigning monarch. The royal arms appear in every courtroom in England and Wales, with the exception of the Magistrates' Court in the City of London, demonstrating that justice comes from the monarch, and a law court is part of the royal court, hence its name. Judges and magistrates are therefore officially representatives of the crown. The presence of the royal arms explains why lawyers and court officials bow to the judge or magistrate's bench when they are entering the room. They aren't bowing to the judge, they are bowing to the coat of arms to show respect for the Queen's justice. Now I have to read you this article I found on Wales Online. They wrote an article that a man refused to stand up for the magistrates in court because the man said the law did not apply to him. As he refused to stand, he was asked to leave the court building. The man also told the usher, "I do not stand under your laws. I am a public person. I wasn't there as a witness or on trial." As he was ushered out, he was told by the guard, "If you cannot respect the court, you cannot stay in the court," and added, "It is the Queen you are respecting when you stand." The article continues, the Law Commission guidance says, refusing to stand where directed can be considered in contempt of court. If you watched my video on being a witness, what is the difference to taking the oath or affirmation, I discuss the consequences of being in contempt of court, so check out that video. Before ending, to recap, you're not actually standing for the judge or magistrate, you are standing out of respect for the Queen. I hope you never have to need to go to court, but if you do, you will know why we must carry on this tradition.
Well, that ends today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Contact legal-minded friends if you have a legal worry, as I help litigants in person. So if you do not want to use a solicitor, then I can help you with that process. Please check out the rest of my videos, like and share, and thank you very much.